Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Occult Life. This is somewhat of a different video for us. First of all, it's just me here. Zach is at work. I wanted to give my thoughts on the whole. Fuck, what the hell is the name of the channel? Really Haunted. Sorry, I don't watch him. Okay, so the candle moving and debunkers being called to take a look at it and everything. So originally, I had thought that I had caught stuff that no one else had seen. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter because it's just really my thoughts on it, and I don't really have anything to point out in the video because once the problem is, I was watching Beardo's video, and on top of watching his video, I was going back and forth between, I don't know why my computer keeps on doing it, but it sets the quality of the video lower. So going back and forth from a lower quality video to a higher quality video, I would see different things. And this presents a huge problem, first of all, because if you're not seeing it in high quality, you can't see what's going on, right? So I thought that I saw some stuff that really I didn't see, and then I was quite mistaken about other things. So this is mostly a video telling everyone I'm wrong. This is why I don't do debunking videos. It takes a lot of research and knowledge on cameras, the way that light works, everything like that. Now, I will say that when I was watching it, I found it odd that certain things were still in color. And then after watching several um, other videos in that kind of green night vision look, it does show other like lights and stuff like that in different color hues. So that was out. I still might play around and do a recreation anyway, because we do have some night vision cameras. They're not the green hue, but I do have an IR light coming soon, and I want to see if other lights affect shadows with IR. See, one of the biggest things that I saw immediately and right off the bat is that shadow that is on Lee on his chest. That doesn't move with the candle at all, and which led me to believe that it was just very clever editing. In Premiere, you can remove the effects, like not the effects, but the any tells of a mask at all. There's a way to use transparency with double layered videos, and if you put other effects on top of that as well, it becomes extremely hard to see that there ever was a mask, especially if you're masking in. So he has the whole entire scene, right? And you can mask different parts to let other things show through, which I thought was what was happening, but it wasn't. Um, Although he still could be using some sort of a mask or blur effect to get rid of any glint there would be on like magician's thread or wire, anything like that. That could be really, really easily removed, especially with the new features within Adobe Premiere Pro. They do have AI features. So this is going to make things incredibly difficult for debunking in general. I mean, in about a year or so, people that are smart that use the right editing tools, you're not going to be able to see any tells. It'll be like, okay, well, we know that this is not real just based on the history of the person or how many things happen, stuff like that. But um otherwise it's just going to be like kind of a deduction of characteristics of what's actually going on and happening and the credibility of the person itself. It's not really going to be based on something that you can catch a smoking gun in editing anymore, because it's becoming harder and harder with AI and the new tools that they present and how well the editing software really works. So, I mean, I could see it as a good and bad thing. On one hand, if you're doing creative art projects where you need these effects and you want your end result to be really cool looking, it's really good in a creative aspect. In the aspect where people are trying to trick and fool other people, it's not such a good thing. But again, you would have to go based on, okay, well, how reliable are these people? What are they doing? Um, Everything like that. So that's my thoughts on that pretty much. And kind of what I think about trying to catch stuff editing wise. It's not really it's going to become obsolete kind of. I mean, you could just like get people occasionally that don't know how to use software that well, or they're not using that good of software as a tool to get rid of any tells that the effects that they're having might have. Um, Newer people and whatnot, but I honestly just think it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be we'll see what the next future what the next year has in store for us all, right? Anyway, I'm wrong in the aspect that all the things that I thought that could have been tells that it was editing, and I thought I had a smoking gun is just it's not true. Except for the shadow thing, I do want to test the shadow thing out. However, I have been talking back and forth with Kenny Biddle. At first, I thought the magnets were 100% uh, not lining up quite with Lee's video based on the way that it moves. The sound that Kenny's video was amazing. I'm going to link it down below. Actually, he has two that he posted, one with the magnets and one with Magician's um thread. I thought the Magician's thread lined up, looked better. It looked closer to what was happening in Lee's video. And I still believe that it was more than likely Magician's thread. Um, the little kind of hop that it seems to make in the video, um, and how smoothly it moves was the thing for me. Although in a newer conversation with Kenny, he showed me how you could make that effect too, which was it blew my mind. It was really cool. Like it was smoother than I thought because the problem that I saw with the magnets was it was kind of a jerky motion. Um, and very loud because of the magnet. It was there was more sound to it than the magician's thread. So I didn't think it lined up as well. But with what the new things that Kenny did with just the magnet, it's like, my mind is blown, actually. There's a lot you can do with just practical effects these days. And in all actuality, the thing is um maybe Beardo could not find anything or show people a smoking gun because there was no like real hardcore software editing going on. Although if they did use a wire, it would be really easy to blur out any kind of little effects that the line, like any wire glint, anything like that. It would be easy to remove that and not have a tell at all whatsoever. So in the end, there is no smoking gun for this video. It's you cannot have 100% debunk on it. Based on Lee's history and all the evidence that is against him having having mistakes like clearly in his video to where, obviously we know he's fake. We can only guess or assume what he's doing. And we can come up with different theories on it, but no one's going to get the like grand prize for revealing anything, I don't think, because there's nothing really to see in that video other than the candle moving. And then at the end, well, at the very end of the video, in the what do they call it? title screen where you can click on different images and stuff, uh, a bottle moves across the kitchen counter. And the way that that's done, there's a jerky motion at the end that I think that was done with editing. I'm not really sure about that though. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be one where people could be like, "Oh, 100% it was this." It's just like you might be in the camp that it was magnets, or you might be in the camp that it was done with magician's thread. I personally believe that it was most certainly a practical effect and not an editing effect itself. Um, that's what I do personally believe now, 100%. And I'm still more geared towards it was probably done with magician's wire. That's still I'm still leaning towards that, although like I said, the new video with Kenny Biddle that he sent me with the he made the magnet jump. It moved and jumped. So like it doesn't really matter. You can't recreate the same exact thing with it, but it's going to move different every single time. So it doesn't matter. Like it would be very smart of him to make the effect that way, because then you couldn't like precisely recreate it exactly the same way. Pretty brilliant, actually. Um, I'm not shouting him out or anything like that. I just think that, people are getting better at making these fake videos and better at editing them. So it might be harder in the future to do 100% debunks on it. We can theorize, and I guess that's about it. But I hope you all are having a good day. Just to let you know, this is not our typical video. This is not the way that we normally do things. I actually just I tend to stick away from debunking other channels and giving my thoughts on things, because we want to keep it to our own thing, at least on this channel. I do have some other channels coming out. Huge announcement about that. Sorry, I didn't tell you to wait till the end or anything, but it will be in the title. Um, we are going to have a fictional paranormal channel for entertainment purposes only. That's going to be coming pretty soon. And I'm not going to announce the name or anything yet. If you're in my lives, you may already know about this, but it's going to be pretty cool. So what we're going to do is it's just for entertainment's sake. It's based on the paranormal, and they're going to be cool, spooky videos. It's going to run more like a series and have a story and a plot to it and all that kind of stuff. And it will also be tied into a game for debunkers. So, Kenny or anyone else, you're going to love this. Any of the effects that happen during those videos, the episodes, or anything like that, if you can give a complete breakdown on how it was done and be 100% correct, you will. We're going to figure something out. We're going to shout people out, or they win a prize, but there's going to be a debunking game. And anyone can play it. It doesn't have to be a debunker. If people don't want to be shouted out, that's fine too. But it's going to be kind of like a fun thing for people to exercise and kind of like try to hone in on their critical thinking skills and knowledge of both practical effects and editing effects. So, yeah, we will be giving people points too. And so if people get really close, we'll be like, this person got really close, but, you know, so far, no one's hit the nail on the head, the head on the nail on the head. I can't talk today. I don't know what I'm doing. Um, so yeah, that should be really fun. That's going to be a fun part of that channel. It's also an experiment to see just how fast like fictional paranormal grows as opposed to like real exploration because honestly we're not that big of a channel, and one of the reasons is because nothing really happens. I mean, we're wrong a lot. We make mistakes a lot. We go to the wrong place a lot. Yeah. But we're learning and we're just starting out. So hopefully it'll get better, you know, over time. I'm gonna get better at holding the camera up and actually filming people's faces instead of like feet and butts. Uh, so yeah, I I really don't know. I'm sorry. This was supposed to be like a way better video, but it's not. But hopefully, you all will really like the fictional channel. I know everyone in our community, they're a part of this community because they like creepy stuff. They like scary movies, all of that. So, yeah, I'm interested to see just how fast, like, especially if you're saying out in the open, this is a fictional art piece of paranormal. This is in no way, shape, or form real. Um, would like to see how fast that'll grow, especially in comparison to other people who are faking stuff but don't say it. Um, so it's going to be very interesting, and I think we're going to put the premiere episode up on the Occult Life. You all will know. We'll announce it, and it won't be like, "Hey, this is something scary that happened to us." It'll be well known that this is the premiere episode of like the new channel, and then we'll have it up on the new channel as well. So hopefully you guys will all like that. Please like and subscribe if you're looking for like channel debunking over here. um I wouldn't subscribe because we don't really do this that often or give our opinions or anything like that. This is just something that I wanted to do because I was so excited yesterday. I thought I saw things that no one else saw, and how wrong was I? Whatever. It happens, right? That's how we all learn. Anyway, I hope you all are having a great day, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.